Alright, so we started this build a while back and haven't really showcased it much. I just buy parts a little here and there for it, because it's kind of expensive, that kind of thing. But I wanted to give you a little progress report on where we're at, so check it out. This is what we have here. We're going to go ahead and use the brand new box that I bought for the old Baja that I had, the HPI. I ended up replacing it with proportional steering, the push-pull. And this is the old fuel tank off of there. I kind of modified it to add a vent. I did not have a 3-hole, and I kind of makeshifted it. We'll see if it stays on there. This filter is kind of garbage, but this has a cheap carburetor, and I think this is a 26 cc. Don't see any markings on it. It's a King motor. It's a 2-bolt head. I wish I knew the designation's a little bit better. I think it's a 26, but yeah, we'll just check it out. It's just something to start with for now. What this is going to be, this is my street build, and the street build that I'm making is going to be based off of the Baja short course. So right now I'm just doing a little bit more cleaning. I also have to do some more inside here. I mean, the engine has a pretty good amount of compression and stuff to it, so it might do what I want it to do. I'm going to do some high-speed gearing on it, like I did with the Kraken over there. We're going to do a Rovin setup on it, so it should work out better, I think. So we'll just see how well it does. The scheme is going to be like a matte black for the body, and I'm undecided whether I'm going to do a roll cage on this or not. I've already got some tires picked out. They're going to be basically street tires only. I don't plan on taking this one off the road. Here's the arms that I'm going to put on them. So it's going to kind of be like a green and black setup. Obviously I'm keeping some of these things black. I was going to get some wraps or paint this or whatever, but I decided not to. And I like the chrome chassis. It looks really pretty. I thought about getting that done up in black, and I changed my mind, especially since I already bought that one. I figured, what the hell, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. So I have a couple pieces here that I had from previous builds. Actually, let me show you the other pieces that I have that I can put on this truck. So this is a box full of Rovin parts, King motor, and HPI. I got little pieces of everything in here. I got everything from clutches to, I got clutch belt housing. This is a HPI setup. This is my spur that I put back together with some plastic bonder, which actually works really well. So I've got, little pieces of this and that in there. I've got other arms. I got all kinds of stuff in there, so should have plenty to get rolling in this little guy here. Plus, I've got my Red Cat down there. It's going to go through some maintenance this winter. I've got pieces from that should fit on here as well, in a box over there. So I got plenty to keep me busy here. Here's the shock covers that I was thinking about using, only because I already had them. They're just black, just normal black. I may go with something a little more elaborate change too, because like I said, it's got a small engine. It's just a leftover that I had in the box. I figured I'd try to build something out of it. And a lot of times, especially if you're going to be on the street, you don't want something really heavy. So this isn't going to be a really heavy kit. And sometimes you can get away with a lower motor like that and just gear it up pretty good and still get the same power. Because obviously I don't want something like a 32 or 45. Of course that would be nice, but I think it's a little overkill for what I'm looking to do. we may build to that eventually, but I got my sights set on a Vecta 5 eventually, and I can't obviously do that if I'm constantly building Bajas. So we're just going to kind of finish this one out with what we have, and we're going to buy some more pieces here and there that we need. Like I've got hinge pieces on the way. I've got my gearbox back here. I think that finally came in. I got to get the gears inside, put together all the differential and stuff, and then basically I just got to put the arms and stuff on, and then I've got to find a short course kit, which I believe those are right around $100 without the body. So what that is basically it gives you like a plate down here and a piece that comes out for the body attached there, and then it gives you the mounts back here on the tower, and same up here. So you'll have 2, 4, 6, 8. You'll have 8 places to mount the body, which is why I'm not sure if I'm going to do a roll cage or not, because I don't plan on doing anything but street running with this. So I can't imagine me flipping this an awful lot, so I just want to get some speed out of it. I was going to use this for a drag build, but nobody I know around here has one. Of course, nobody has this either, so I figured with this I could actually take it and play with it more places than I can a actual drag, because a drag setup, obviously I would be locked into specifically only dragging. With this one here, I'm still going to have shocks and independent suspension and all that kind of stuff, just like I would on an off-road rig, but this one is going to be geared towards on-road. So there's not a lot that's different, except for you're changing your tires, you're trying to keep the weight down a little bit. It's going to be a cleaner kind of a build. You don't have to worry so much about like off-road, getting into all the mud and all that kind of jazz. So protecting it, yeah, you still want to protect it with some outerwears and things like that, but you don't have to go as crazy as you do with something off-road, which I probably still will. This is the filter that I just threw on there, but eventually I'm probably going to go with something like what's in here. I just really like those. I've got one on the Rampage, and I've got one on this one, and I think they do fantastic. I'm deciding on a pipe setup. I'm looking at a pipe setup much like this. As you can see, it goes in the ass right there, and that kind of curls up, comes down, and it comes out, like a dual exhaust. That does two things. It gives it decent power. It's just a simple King motor one for like 30 or 40 bucks or whatever. And again, it's not going to light the world on fire, but I'm not concerned about that right now. I want to see what this will do so I know what to upgrade. So I'm thinking about buying one of those, because I could always use it on something else anyway. And beyond that, maybe I'll look at like an Olamet, or I don't know, maybe another Jet Pipe Pro, or possibly even a Bartolone. I don't know, those are pretty expensive. They're very nice, but I wasn't looking to go that crazy on this kit, so we'll just have to see how that one goes. So yeah, just take a look at what we got here, and you can kind of get a good idea of what the other one would be. So it's going to be very similar, except for the body's going to be lower, and it's going to look more like a I don't know, Camaro Mustang type setup, maybe. Whatever I can find. I know they don't make a lot for that, so I may even have to do some custom stuff. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes and where it takes us. So I don't have any specific kits I'm going to be buying or nothing. I may be buying some China parts, because some of the other parts are really hard to get right now. So I know some of that stuff's probably going to come from there, which is again why I'm not worried too much about what I'm putting on there right now, because I know some of it's going to be some cheaper metal and things like that. So eventually I'll get it in better shape once I figure out exactly what I want on there. But this way I can kind of play around with it, get it rolling, see how well it performs, what it needs to do. One thing I'm going to start off with is an 8K clutch. I thought about a 7,000 or an 8,000. I think I'm going to do an 8,000 because there's really no price difference. Only thing I got to look up is which one performs better on the smaller engines. Just leave me some comments, tell me what you think, which way you would go with it.